Hey kids, welcome to my AFOL Live this week. My name is Troubles Bricking, or you can call me Dana. I'm late. The whole point of doing this on a Friday was so that I didn't feel like I was going to have to be stressed out by this, and look what I wound up doing, stressed myself out and was late. There's a reason for that, though. I was trying to see if I could do this on Instagram at the same time as doing it on YouTube, and I don't think that's going to work. I'm also trying to think of how I can do it on Instagram on my tablet that doesn't seem to want to flip the camera, so I'm still doing this on YouTube for the moment right now. So very no prep this week because it's been kind of a light Lego week in a sense. So didn't really acquire anything. News that's going on is, Lego is releasing the Titanic, which $650, I think, for a 9,000 piece set. Yeah, I'm probably not going to buy it. Well, I say that, but I'd like to buy it. I've seen the build videos for it. I've seen some of the designer videos for it, and it looks pretty cool. So I wouldn't mind having it, but again, it's a shelf sitter, as my friends call it. Where would I put it? I've got all this space stuff, and it's a boat. I could put it in the front room if my wife would let me put it in there with all of her Egyptian stuff. I did sneak in the haunted house in there. It's in a glass case. It took her a month before she noticed it in there, so I was fine. But I don't know if she's going to let me put the Titanic in there, although she's the one who suggested we even get it in the first place, so maybe. But again, $650 for a giant boat. I'm not in a big hurry to get it. If I can get a deal on it at some point in time, then I'll do that. What I've been working on this week, though, is I'm building this giant plumber. There he is so far, and he is solid. This is glued together with acetone. It ain't coming apart ever. If you've been to a couple of the brick conventions lately, here in the East Coast of the United States, Bricker Builds has been showing up, and they've been taking their statue sculptures with them. And this one that they sold the one that they had that was glued. They sold it to somebody, or they gave it to somebody to take around the country with them. So they asked Brian Saviano to bring his to the last show they did, and it did not make it home in one piece. So Brian unfortunately is going to have to rebuild this in again. So I am in the process of gluing one for them. So hopefully by the time they get ready to go do another show, not this weekend, I think it's next weekend. So I've got to get my tail in gear and get this thing finished. It's about I say it's at least a third to a halfway done. I know the head and the helmet, or the head and the hat, are pretty big, so it's going to probably take me a few days to finish that up. I knocked out this portion here in about 2 days. Conference calls for work and stuff like that make it easy to glue, and then just kind of sitting and watching some TV on my computer and working on that. So it's kind of cool. The other things I've been working on this week, I don't think I showed this last week. I've got the green mono habitat, and I'm calling this one Venus because she's coming out of the clamshell, very much like the old classic painting by the Renaissance painting Botticelli. I think so, maybe. Give or take. Anyway, but that's where this has kind of come from. I was in a green mode, so I also did dark green. This one has got a little keeper of dragons, keeper of secrets. That's what I've decided to call this one's a keeper of secrets. So he's up there in got a little mountain hideaway with the cave up there. And then I was on a roll this week, so I actually finished also Medium Nougat. This one was a lot of fun, a lot of cool details. Added those little bits and pieces here for fun. Had to do a little brasso job on the dog and the bear so that he would fit in with everything. But I like the way this one came out. And it was a lot of fun to use this Technic wheel as a little bit of greebling up here on the top, which I thought was kind of fun. And then, again, I was on a roll. So I worked on this one last night. This is dark brown. I'm not 100% sure if I'm happy with this one or not. I really wanted to use this little Ninjago hat that I had, and I grabbed a shield, and he's got a wand with a lightsaber handle for his weapon, and also added in using that Technic gear again, since I had it in dark brown. Put a little cat up here. I'm almost kind of thinking this one's called Hide and Seek. I haven't decided on the name yet. And I had a whole bunch of these telescopes. So I did that for a whole row around there to kind of give some light to come through. And then I did something I haven't done before. I used some pieces out the back, which won't be exposed when it's on display with everything else. And the reason I did that was because I really liked these pieces, and it's kind of hard because of this dark brown. I like the way the 1x3 wedges inverted have these exposed back stud area here, and it just kind of added a little bit of texture detail it's very minute. It's hardly noticed to see because the way this gear and everything blocks out of view. And I just really, my lighting in here is not the best for showing off mocks. I should have pictures of this, but I just kind of wanted to do that to show you. So this one I'll probably post on Instagram probably later today or tomorrow morning. I've been working on teal, dark teal. I think it's or dark. I think it's dark teal. I don't know. The color names between Bricklink and Brickset are different. Lego uses, I think, the same ones that Brickset uses, but they're not always consistent because even they still sometimes change them up a little bit. Funky name for this. But anyway, it's the teal. It's the same color as the Brickset burgers. That's what I'm doing. A little difficult to use this one because there's not an actual minifigure head, so I'm using one of the troll heads. And actually, the band probably is giving a little misleading. I don't think this is going to work. I thought I could try to maybe use these, but who knows. And so I just throw a baseball cap on him so he kind of looks like a big kid with a large melon and a little tiny hat. I don't know where it's going to go. I got to look at my pieces. This may fall into the same category as magenta and bright light yellow where I'm going to reach a point. And so I've got enough parts to get it started, but not enough parts to get it finished. So we'll see. We'll see what goes there. Going to do a fast, rare part of the week. Don't really have it so much to have to show because I don't have any of them and I didn't take a picture of it ahead of time, so I can't really show you. But it's a 1x1 round plate in sand green. One set. In like a Harry Potter set, I think is what it was, and I didn't even check it out. But I know that this is a very rare part. They only made it in one set. It was a very small quantity in that set. I think it was the early times where you really didn't have bricks and pieces to go and get them, so people were having to scavenge them from sets. It is a very low quantity in the market. And again, and the reason I talk about these is because it's not so much that the part is rare, but it's rare in that color, and it seems uncommon for Lego to not have a 1x1 round plate in sand green when it's a very sought after color. There's probably like 300 and 400 different parts in sand green, but you only released this piece in one set. It's very strange, very strange. So side note, as I'm walking away for this today, I noticed I did just like a 5-minute little video on Instagram last week and got like 100 views or something crazy like that. Some comments for it. I've got over 1,800 followers on Instagram, and I might just decide to take my AFOL life this week to Instagram and do it just there because I've already got a following. I thank you, the 8 or 10 of you following along with this so far on YouTube, but I think I'm just going to flip it over to Instagram. Probably same time, 3 o'clock on Fridays. May give me a little more flexibility because now I'm not having to worry about sharing pictures and this and that or doing graphics. And the whole point of this was just to kind of do it off the cuff, seat of my pants, ramble about Lego, what's going on in my life this week. So this may be the last time I do this on YouTube. I don't know for sure, but if I do, come follow me on Instagram. Troubles Bricking, same name as the channel here. So until I see you next time, have a good week and go out and build something cool. And gosh darn it, get your vaccine or get your mask because I want to go to shows without having to do all this crazy stuff that people are having to deal with. So, all right, gang, have a good week. Bye-bye.